We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget.
We are anonymous. Topic: Turkey's Erdogan always feared a coup. He was proved right. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the most huge ruler in the republic's history since its originator Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, is fixated on Egypt. 3 years prior, a military overthrow there removed the justly chose President Mohamed Morsi, captured him and his associates, heartlessly took action against his Muslim Brotherhood, and introduced an administration that remaining parts set up right up till the present time. Morsi, an Islamist, appeared something of a related soul to Erdogan and his Decision Justice and Development Party, AKP, a middle-right gathering based on a philosophy of Sunni Muslim religious patriotism. Erdogan raged at Morsi's evacuation and the fierce subduing of an administration that, while disagreeable, had won a discretionary order. Numerous Egyptian Islamists who weren't gathered together by the state fled to Istanbul to take asylum. A year ago, when the Egyptian administration of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, the primary draftsman of the overthrow, sentenced Morsi to death, Erdogan seethed at both the forces that be in Cairo and in addition the West, which had looked on at this smothering of Arab popular government with appearing detachment, maybe even implicit help. Egypt has given a capital punishment to a president chose with 52% of the vote. Egypt is coming back to the old Egypt, he said, alluding to its decades under autocracy. The West, sadly, still does not uncover its position against the upset pioneer Sisi. While Western nations have been abrogating capital punishment, they are viewing the capital punishments in Egypt in complete hush. The reverberation of Egypt is imperative now, as Turkey reels in the holds of an endeavored overthrow dispatched on Friday night against Erdogan's tenant. At the season of composing, it appeared the overthrow plotters weren't honored with an Egypt-style situation. The greater part of Turkey's significant resistance parties revitalized around the chose government, in spite of their political contrasts. Mass dissents in the city seemed to bolster Erdogan and AKP principle. As per a few records, dissenters even displayed the four-finger Rabia salute, an immediate gesture to the smothered Islamists of Egypt. Amid two decision battles a year ago, Erdogan talked desolately of dim powers conflicting with vote-based system and his administration, remote plotters, even a crusader organization together. Out in the open proclamations, Erdogan and different individuals from the administration additionally coordinated their rage at the Gulen development, tied down to the otherworldly teachings of a Maturin priest who lives in Pennsylvania. The Gulenists, once Erdogan's companions, now evidently tried to undermine the administration through their intermediaries in different organizations of the state. To outside eyewitnesses, including this columnist, Erdogan's distrustfulness appeared in intentional political computation, went for energizing traditionalist and patriot Turks to his pennant. In any case, possibly Erdogan had a point. Turkey has a long history of military overthrows. Interfering officers unseated governments in 1960, 1971, and 1980, the upset producers then set up Turkey's ebb and flow constitution. In 1997, the stern proposals of the military started what was known as a delicate upset, driving an Islamist party out of office. However, since Erdogan and the AKP came to control in 2002, it has appeared the age of the upset was over in Turkey. The nation has had enduring, stable regular citizen principle. Races have been held and continued, pretty much, without a lot of a complaint. The shadow of the profound state, the conspiratorial movers and rogues behind the legislature, appeared to have been scattered. As their tenants achieved impressive financial and social changes in Turkey, Erdogan and his associates constructed what appeared like an ironclad grasp on the levers of force, a majoritarian discretionary order helped by a useless restriction, illegal to a great extent twisted to support its, a military metal cowed into accommodation after a progression of trials against affirmed backstabbers. As of late, however, Erdogan has conceivably violated. Following 10 years as head administrator, he won race for the administration, actually a formal and objective part, and start refashioning the Turkish Republic in his picture. He looked for an official administration with extended forces. In Ankara, he manufactured an endless 10,000-room royal residence for himself. As Heap writes, gatherings and resistance parties assert, Erdogan's tyrant style became apace. Real restriction daily papers and TV stations were covered or assumed control, writers and protesters have been captured on different charges. Indeed, even his one-time nearest political partner was sidelined. Then, the fiasco in Syria, and Turkey's own particular screwed-up arrangements in the locale, energized distress inside the nation. The Kurdish revolt erupted. The Islamic State, which commentators say made strides through Turkish carelessness, began assaulting focuses inside Turkey. The ambush on Istanbul airplane terminal a month ago, it appeared to be, denoted another unsafe snippet of open clash between the jihadists and the Turkish state. Furthermore, now this. It's hazy who the overthrow plotters are. Turkish government authorities say they are a group of military authorities who were Gulenist sympathizers set to lose their occupations in an up-and-coming cleanse. Couple of spectators trusted the military's big shots, in spite of their tutoring in the armed forces' specific secularist belief system, could ever consider an overthrow against Erdogan and the AKP. In March, the General Staff even issued an announcement denying charges in the media that they were thinking about some sort of intercession. Be that as it may, that was less valid for lower-positioned officers, for example, those conceivably required in Friday's upset endeavor. In an insightful piece composed a year ago, Turkish scholastic bureaucrat Erdogan proposed not to preclude upset endeavors from mid-level officers, who may go about as more coordinated performers who can work and arrange in mystery, particularly in a political scene set apart by common strife and bedlam. That Turkey in disarray isn't undoubtedly. The inquiry remains what would be the best next step. Its majority rules system searches set for rough times, regardless of who, Erdogan or the overthrow creators, wins. Thank you for listen.